Hey everyone, hope everyone is doing well this Sunday. Today we're just doing a pick a pile for you guys. Um, gonna use a lot of decks, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a while. So hopefully we can get it done in under an hour, okay? So we're gonna just use some Fin de Siècle Kepper, some Kitty Tarot, some Tea Leaf, some Animal Beast Mistress Oracle, some Moonology. We're going to get some guidance from the Wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle, a deck I lovingly call the Nyx deck for Goddess Nyx. We're going to also get some guidance from the New Orleans Oracle and some summarized soul lesson at the end, okay? So I'll go ahead and pause the video, focus on the three piles ahead of you, and we'll get started. I'll timestamp in the description box. All right, pile A, you have from the Fin de Siècle, you have card number 4, Courtship. So this could be involving a new or less than intimate partnership of sorts. A meeting, it could be also a meeting involving you and another or a group even. Could be platonic, familial, romantic, however. You do have the Lovers in reverse, which is Gemini energy, which probably means maybe there's like a breakup or splitting apart or dissolution of a partnership as well. But this could also just indicate the moving from something that had broken up to something that's coming together, right? Um, you also have a personal issue reaches a solution, full moon in Cancer, so that may be significant. Maybe you're dealing with somebody moon in Cancer as well, or just a Cancer. This personal issue seems to have resolved itself. You do have Kite, vacation, Wishbone, a wish is granted, and Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So this just tells me that perhaps whatever has been broken up is now going towards something where you can get your wish granted. And perhaps it's going to be a bit of a vacation, right? Like maybe it's going to feel like a break, a nice break. And it may involve family with this nest here. So this could be a familial situation, right? You do have the woodpecker, rapping, tapping from forest canopy overhead, undetected if not for the sound. Listen. Primal rhythms awaken your heart to the earth song. So maybe this vacation has something to do with listening to earth song, right? Or the woodpecker could be very significant to you, okay? There may be something in this experience that's supposed to teach you something, and you gotta listen with your mind's ear and your heart's ear to figure out what it might be. You do have the differences card, number 36 from the Wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle. 36 breaks down to a 9, so 369 may be significant too. And you also have this let loose number 3 as well, with with that 3. And the let loose does talk about just kind of going out and enjoying the present company of others and having a good time and tapping into your inner child. And it is kind of vacation like. It does talk about parades and such, but we'll get into that in a second. 36 differences. This card asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone, and they may not always agree with you. So perhaps the Lovers in reverse, that disagreement, disharmony is there. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple, as you'll see on that card there. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. So perhaps there was a disagreement that kind of split people apart and created some disharmony, right? Anytime I see this differences card, I kind of chuckle a little because it reminds me of the father in the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding, right? Where he's always talking about how he's not Greek. Ian Miller is not Greek, right? And then you fast forward to the reception where he's talking about how, the names come from some Greek, beginning, right? Like portokalis means apple, and milos, miller, is orange, right? Um, and he's come to a realization that, sure, both are fruit. They're different, apple, orange, but in the end, they're just fruit, right? And that's like kind of a good lesson to learn, right? Like maybe this situation provides that realization that not everything has to be the same, right? Like you can enjoy each other's differences and respect each other's differences at the same time, right? So perhaps whatever the situation also provided that realization, right? And the issue may have resolved itself. That personal issue may have resolved itself. Um, from the let loose, let's see if we can pull anything else. So this could also be a situation where there was disharmony and now there's harmony, right? Even within the same situation. All right, let loose. Everyone knows that Mardi Gras is the celebration of all celebrations. If this card has shown up in your reading, that means it's time to let loose and forget all of the obligations that have been plaguing you. Perhaps whatever these differences were more tangible disagreement, right? And maybe it was just an argument over how the dishes get done. To put it more simply, I guess. And it doesn't always have to be some major, breakdown, right? Okay. Your ability to experience fulfillment and enjoyment in the moment has been compromised due to overthinking, managing life's obligations, and experiencing a lack of joy in your day to day life. So it could just be that both parties weren't coming from a heart space, right? And just being more ego based in their decisions of how they manage the situation. One or the other, or both, could go either way. This current imbalance has started to affect your generally positive outlook, and it's time for some revitalization. Cut loose even just a little and see how much it positively affects your energy and overall outlook. So that also kind of goes into sort of just taking a step back and listening to that earth song, right? Where you can kind of tap into your heart center and just kind of like listen beyond the surface, right? Like kind of see beyond the surface. Um, you have the purpose card. I know what I am here to do. As your soul lesson. Okay, let's see. The purpose of life is to love, so that's what you're supposed to learn in all this, right? As souls, we incarnate is to learn love through all obstacles and challenges. Follow what leads your soul in this lifetime towards joy and love. Unhappiness is a sign that your soul is saying there is a better way to manifest love. Follow your intuition, which is also what the woodpecker is talking about as well. In fact, I am feeling guided, and let me find the book because I know the Mystical Cats Tarot also kind of helps with the soul journey aspects of things. It doesn't necessarily read tarot in a tangible, but it does kind of bridge the gap a little bit, which I do like about this deck and the way they've designed the meanings of the cards. And it does still kind of tell a story. So we have the Lovers. And let me get that to focus back there. I know it's far away. It's as focused as it's going to get. Okay. When cats bond in love, they create a paradise just for two. Hours are spent entwined in a furry embrace, and the world's wonders are enjoyed all the more because they are shared. The connection between hearts and minds continues even in sleep, as the lovers dream the same dreams. Nothing can come between a bonded pair. Small irritations may bring on a hiss now and then, but their love is bigger than any quarrel. When the two are parted by death, they know it is only a matter of time before they unite again in the next life. And oh, what a joyous reunion that will be. So the cards reversed. Love may seem like a struggle at present, but remember that the struggle can also be valuable. Working through to a place of deeper love is a meaningful undertaking for true soulmates. So this sounds like it could be a soulmate situation. Work, love, life. It doesn't always have to be romantic. If the situation in question isn't relationship oriented, it may be that your heart is pulling you in one direction and your head in another. Get clear about what you truly love. So this is a good time to reevaluate all of that as well. And perhaps it may need to be a focus on the nest there, right? An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, right? So there you go, pile A. Hopefully that resonates and helps you out. Okay, if you've chosen pile B, I'm just checking to see if you can see everything really well. Okay, there we go. Ran out of room. Let me take that away. Alrighty. So you have horse, short journey, teardrops, great personal sorrow, and ram, a stubborn, aggressive person, some Aries energy there with the ram. Not the stubborn, aggressive, unless it's in the reverse, right? Like unless it's the low vibe side of things. Okay. Horse could also mean that could be a Chinese zodiac for you, or it could just be a sign or synchronicity, an animal sign. You also have number 10, journey. 10s are endings that lead to new beginnings. The journey card is also sort of like the Two of Wands for me as well, because you don't know if he's coming or going or waiting for somebody, right? But it's a card of movement and travel and going places. It's also a card for me about just deep exploration of self, right? As well. Because, you know, when you travel, it's like you can experience anything that would intuitively ping with you. You do have the new moon in Aquarius, so Aquarius might be a significant sign. Could be in the moon, doesn't have to. In the moon placement, doesn't have to be. Bring love into the situation. So whatever this coming and going is, obviously you're going to be dealing with a situation that's going to be challenging for love of some degree or another. There may be some sorrow, perhaps some loss, but at the same time, tends to bring new beginnings. So sometimes you have to remove things in order to make room for the things that are meant for you, remove things that aren't for you, right? So as long as you bring love into the situation, you will have that success there at the end, right? Um, you have the ladybug here too, so that could be another sign or synchronicity for you. Lucky lady of the garden, harbinger of happiness and joy, rid my life of obstacles that are destructive to my divine right to flourish. So that tells me whatever this stubborn, aggressive person is may be some kind of obstacle, but nothing you can't overcome, right? Okay. You do have the Sky Queen in the Kitty Tarot here. She is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So that is not necessarily a nice person. I'm going to go ahead and read from you the Sky Queen. That energy is, she's harsh with her words and not exactly considerate and mean-spirited along with things. It could also represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy as well. So that may be a significant high aspect of whichever energies are in this situation, whichever side. The Sky Queen is above it all, often literally, for her love of high places draws her ever upward. From this lofty perspective she sees keenly, nothing escapes her. She surveys the world with coolness and detachment. This queen doesn't often bond with her mates, and for the most part she keeps her clan at a wary distance. She carries out her mothering duties with careful attention, but when it's time for the kittens to leave her, she lets them go easily. As formidable as she is beautiful, the Sky Queen keeps her thoughts to herself. In the reverse, be careful of wounding others with sarcasm or harsh criticism. Not everyone has as thick fur as you, and you may be coming across more sharply than you intend. If you are feeling too isolated and embittered, trust in counsel from a peer who understands you and can help you heal. So this definitely is a person that is wounded and on guard and will be cutthroat, and all those things. So whichever energy this is, place it where it fits, okay? Number 24 breaks down to a 6. Keep going. So whatever the situation is, just keep going. It is a short journey. That's a good reminder there. And bring love into the situation. There are many times when we feel like we've had enough, done enough, and been through enough. These feelings of frustration are just reminders that we are not yet where we want to be, but we are on our way. Take a moment to count the small milestones that are contributing to the larger picture. Sometimes we can be so focused on what we are not that we forget just how far we've come. Right now, it is important that you continue to move forward no matter how the small steps may seem. You are on the right track, and success will be inevitable. But if you allow yourself to dwell on the negative thoughts or put your energy into things that you cannot control, then you are more likely to buy into the illusion of being stuck, and it will be harder for you to move forward. So keep going. And you have number 1 there, the fledgling. If I recall, this one is about just someone that's new to something, right? When you receive the symbol of the fledgling, you know that you're blessed with a time of learning new things. Okay, so this energy, this could either be something new for you to learn, or maybe this is something new for them to learn, okay? This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you are meant to be. When the fledgling appears to you, it is a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities, and tends to lead to new beginnings. So, step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. And you have success, so there will be success in this, okay? I know that there is no greater goal than to love. To the ego, success means many things, but to the soul, it is love, and how love is expressed. The more love there is, the more will be received from the universe. Then your ego's definition becomes altered, and the material things will not have the same appeal. So this will be a learning experience all the way around, whatever this may be. Just keep going. And bring love into the situation. You are dealing with a stubborn, aggressive person. All right, there you go. All right, Pile, see, this one's nicely layered. As I was putting it out, I was like, all right, what's going on here? All right, we start with grasshopper. So that could be a sign or synchronicity. Any animals or number signs might have some synchronicity or signs for you, or confirmation of dates, birthdays, months, address, whatever it is for you, okay? So we have the grasshopper here, situations in the balance that require careful handling, okay? We have carriage, a journey either physical or mental, okay? And then you have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay, so whatever this journey is will take you towards some kind of abundance of sorts, whatever abundance means for you. You also have blue moon. That could be timing of whenever the last blue moon is or the upcoming blue moon, okay? Believe in the impossible, okay? You also have the peacock here, flamboyant, elegant, proud, sacred, death, resurrection, immortality. The phoenix rises, adding color to your personal style. The spotlight is on you. Stretch your stuff. So it could very well be that whatever this journey is, physical or mental, that do require some balancing act, because you'll probably be around others, will require you to kind of show the world you know, or you're going to be put out there and peacock in it. Could also mean that whatever this King of Wands is, I see over to the left there in the reverse, that could be the peacock, someone that's too flamboyant, okay, or proud, right? And that might be the situation in the balance that requires a little careful handling, right? Whatever it is, you have number 33 here that breaks down to a 6. Create your reality. It's all about how you manifest, right? Like, and how you create your world so that it becomes tangible happiness and joy for you. Okay. You have number 44, playful, over here. 44 breaks down to an 8. That is an abundance number. So that's good. And you also have a card of protection from the divine and your higher self and, you know, source energy, the universe. Yes, yes, yes. You also have number 2 here, which could be a card of choices, a card of balance, with the main female here. So you may be dealing with a main female. Now, let me see here. I have a double deck. So she has that silver energy. So she's in her feminine energy, okay? That will give you an idea of who this may be. So it could be a male or a female in their feminine energy, but someone that's somewhat middle-aged adult is like the best way to describe this card, because in this deck you have the younger couple, the middle-aged couple, and the older couple, right? So it's somewhere in the middle, okay? Now let's talk about this King of Wands in reverse, this Aries, Leo, Sag energy, okay? Normally, this can mean a lot of things, but we're going to take it from the kitties. We'll see what the kitties have to say. We're not going to go so traditional with the meaning on it here. Where'd you go, dude? All right. Here we are. It is Scorpio Sagittarius high aspected as well, but it could also apply to any fire sign. The Fire King radiates charisma and nobility. His brave heart will stand against any challenge, and he is ready to fight if necessary, though he rarely provokes a battle. His confidence and good humor inspire loyalty in his clanmates, who are welcome to his leadership. Females adore him, for he is gallant and romantic as well as passionate. This king's positive attitude will not allow for any thought of defeat, and he has little patience for fearfulness in others. He is a blazing beacon of courage. However, he's in the reverse. Be careful not to abuse the power that you wield. Don't make quick judgments about others' abilities, for they may be just as competent as you and need to take some responsibility of their own. Sharing the leadership role will keep you from becoming overbearing and losing the support you have earned so far. So perhaps the situation that seems imbalanced could be because of this energy that's come through, right? The playful card. I'm going to feel guided to do that one next, because I don't recall exactly the meaning of this card, but I am feeling it's got to have something to do with some inner childhood thing. My child, life is not always so serious. And perhaps that's what this overbearing energy is. Okay, there we go. That's probably the cause of this. So that's something to be mindful of. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. No matter what you are asking about, this is a time to have a sense of humor, smile, and go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were just enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously. It's time to lighten up and be playful. Know that when this symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start. Okay. Let's get to 33. Create your reality. 33 breaks down to a 6. Dragonfly. The dragonfly is about perception, illusion, and transformation in mental energy. You have pulled this card because you've grown stronger in your manifestation skills, and it is necessary to pay attention to where you choose to focus your thoughts and energy. Very much ties in with needing to flip the switch and be happy and get that polarity in reverse, right? From being overbearing, okay, to the light, playful heart, right? Think about what you want, not what you don't want. Has a recent situation not been to your liking and led you to focus on what is lacking and as opposed to what is abundant? There are often triggers that can tempt us to dwell on what we don't want. But when the dragonfly shows up, it's letting us know that we've grown beyond the thoughts that control us. It is now time to mindfully choose what you will focus on as you move forward in your life. So whatever energy this is, wherever it is, placed it, wherever it is in your situation, just know that manifesting wisely, flipping the thought, right, will really be useful in this situation. And perhaps this is a good opportunity to practice that if you haven't had much practice, right? And that's where the spotlight is on you. You can go stretch your stuff. I love that. Okay, so you also have regret. This is a good one to kind of just be mindful of. I know that I cannot change the past. So whatever had happened in the past, there's nothing to be regretful about. The soul doesn't know time. Time exists in the third dimension. The soul only knows the now. Let go of the past. Your power of creation lies in the awareness of the present and what to co-create for the future, creating your reality, right? Reflect on the lesson the past has taught you and use the power to create good going forward for yourself. So there you go, pile C. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one.